Do you have a dream for a creative project or venture? Then you know that to truly pursue your creativity, you have to fight a battle. In fact, you have to fight a war. Are you stuck creatively? Did you know that when you get stuck creatively, you're actually in the middle of a war? You are fighting an enemy who is clever and crafty and incredibly skilled at staying hidden. But this enemy has a name. His name is resistance. In his wonderful book, The War of Art, best-selling author Steven Pressfield shows you how to identify, defeat, and unlock the inner barriers to your creativity. In this video, I'll share 3 tips I learned from The War of Art to help you fight resistance and complete your creative projects. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Brian Dixon, and you are watching The Advanced Show. Innovative shortcuts and actionable strategies to help you dream bigger, take action, and keep moving forward. There's a secret that real writers know that wannabe writers don't. And the secret is this. It's not the writing part that's hard. What's hard is sitting down to write. What keeps us from sitting down is resistance. This is how Steven Pressfield opens The War of Art. Immediately, he identifies the enemy of our creativity and he gives it a name: resistance. Resistance stops you from doing your best work. It prevents you from taking that risk, starting that business, writing that book, pursuing that idea that you have been dreaming about. But fortunately, resistance has been beaten. Here are 3 tips that I learned from The War of Art to help you combat resistance. The first tip is to decide to turn pro. Becoming a professional is up to no one but you. Pressfield explains that the amateur plays part-time, but the professional is there 7 days a week. The professional shows up every day, is committed for the long haul, and masters the techniques of his job. Have you made the decision to turn pro in whatever you are dreaming of pursuing? Make that decision today. A second tip I learned from The War of Art to overcome resistance is not to take things personally. Pressfield explains that resistance knows that fear of rejection is not just psychological, but biological, and that resistance uses this fear of rejection to paralyze us and prevent us from doing our work and exposing it to public evaluation. Instead, the professional loves her work and invests in it wholeheartedly, but she doesn't forget that her work is not her. When her work falls short, she'll improve it. And when it's celebrated, she'll make it even better. A professional will be back to work tomorrow, no matter what the critical response is. And a third tip I learned from The War of Art is to get organized. A professional will not tolerate disorder. He eliminates chaos from his world, knowing that a consistent schedule and an organized workspace allow creativity to flourish. Consistency increases the opportunity for creativity. So what about you? How have you learned to fight resistance to your creative projects? Leave a note in the comments below. If you haven't yet, definitely pick up a copy of The War of Art. I recommend getting the audio version because Steven Pressfield narrates it himself, and he puts all the emotive power you would want in a narration of a book of this magnitude. For more practical tips and actionable strategies to help you advance your life and work, click here to subscribe to The Advanced Show. I'd also love you to become an Advanced Insider. This is my free VIP group where you receive new training, info on upcoming workshops, and exclusive downloadable resources. Click this button right over here or visit theadvancedshow.com/insider. So get your copy of The War of Art, and remember, today is your day to advance. There's a secret in here. Maybe it's like magic. It's shiny. Shiny book. From Steven Pressfield, The War of Art is this. And a third tip I learned. If I could be like, it'd be cool if I had like a crane that could, it's not gonna work. From Steven Pressfield's The War of Art. So why am I doing this? Because it's art. From Steven Pressfield, to overcome resistance is to get organized. We're gonna have to go with that.